What's going on? Anthony Spark here, and wanted to talk a little bit. You're going through a process to learn to potentially be part of our organization. Give you some background on me. I've been in this business for 18 years. I love what I do. I love this business. I love this team. I love the leadership of this team. And I know that when you're learning about something new, that it can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming. You're not sure what to listen to, or you're not sure if you fit. So I wanted to give you a few pieces of information that I think would be helpful for you. Starting with, in this particular case, why is this not a pyramid? This is a common concern people have, and I like to talk about in my meetings that there are lots of reasons to not do this business, and they are accurate. You hate talking to people and you never want to talk to anyone for your whole life. Probably a bad business. You don't really believe in personal excellence. You're kind of happy with what you're doing. Maybe not the right business to be in, and that's okay. Maybe that's not your value system. Or maybe you feel driven to be a public defender and you want to work 80 hours a week. And you're happy with that, and it gives you the sense of purpose that you want. This might not be the right thing. It might be conflicting with that goal. I think the important thing for all of us to determine is, where am I? Number one. Number two, a very clear picture of where I want to go. And then you can then choose the vehicle that will most effectively get you from where you are to where you want to go. If you don't know where you are, or most importantly, if you don't know where you want to go, no vehicle can actually be assessed to be the best for you. But this question of, is this a pyramid, is one of those things that is just a lot of noise in a space. And I personally don't get this very often. So, you might be listening to this just because you're curious. You might be listening to this because someone said something to you. I find this to be a very rare objection at this point in my career and time. But let's talk about what a pyramid is, how people describe it, and what the difference is. As people will typically describe a pyramid, they'll say it's that you're getting a bunch of people, and people get people that get people that get people, and the person at top's making most of the money. Challenge with this definition, which is almost always lobbied or levied by non-business people, by people that don't understand exactly what they're talking about most of the time. They're well-intentioned most of the time, I believe, good people, but they're ignorant of the source matter. They are describing any type of organizational chart of any company in the world. So obviously the CEO of a company makes the most amount of money. They have to get people to work for them. They get people to work for them. They get people to work for them. And they all are in some way getting people to buy a service or a product. The nature of business is getting, quote unquote, people. Now, normally the subtext, it's not the literal words that people mean when they talk about a pyramid. What they're actually trying to say is that people are taking advantage of other people and being unethical. They're usually not going to say that outright, but that's usually the subtext of the someone's at the top making all the money kind of a thing. The most interesting twist with this is the definition of someone taking advantage to a certain degree and someone making more money off of your efforts than you do much more describes a traditional corporate structure. Hypothetically, let's say you worked at a big airline and every day you show up to work with pride. You love helping people. You love customer service. And you are consistently, creatively finding answers to problems and giving people an amazing experience. When they go home, they don't say your name. They say the name of the airline you worked for, and this goes for any company you work for. So what that means is you are building equity, you are building ownership and more positive word-of-mouth advertising for a brand, and I'm going to probably assume that you don't get any of that additional in bonuses for all of the different spreading of people buying something or doing something because of a good experience that you decided to deliver working for a corporation. In our business, the way that the money works, which is important to understand, is that we don't make money on you signing up. You don't actually have to pay anything to sign up. We recommend you get some products to start, but those are optional, so it doesn't cost anything to start. Our education system is complimentary, paid by us, typically at the magnitude of several $1,000s over a period of 4 to 16 months, depending on the calendar year of when you start. You're not paying for that. We make money based on helping you build a successful network. We have a model that has shared responsibility and shared profits. Where is the shared profits going? Well, Amway, they make a portion of the profits doing all the logistics in the back end, which I'm very happy for Amway to make it because I don't have to do any of the work of building a website and doing the maintenance and developing products and shipping and returns and warehousing and growing produce on a farm, all the things that they do. So Amway has a part of the profit. The people that have sponsored me in business, Tony, Vinny, and Dana, they get a portion of my business's profit. And I'm very happy with that because they've trained me for 18 years. They have helped me. They've invested in me. They've believed in me. And our arrangement from the beginning was that if they helped me build a successful company, I'd make most of the money. They'd make a piece. So they make a part of the profit. In my organization, people on my team make a part of the profit because they are participating in the same way I'm participating. So being that this is a shared profit, shared responsibility model, it's not that one person above is always going to make more money. Hypothetically, if I were to help more legs go platinum and I were to access the Amway compensation plan to a higher level based on the structure of my business, the amount of people I serve, the amount of people I help develop into a leadership position, or the amount of people I do the work to find that want to be leaders, those people can outperform me income-wise. I will make a percentage of what they make, but they could make infinitely more. Tony is a great example. He makes more money than many people above him after being in this business for 20, 30 years. Vinny and Dana is the same story. So if someone says, is this a pyramid? Or if you're wondering, is this a pyramid? I will give you plenty of real good reasons to not do this business. That would be a good reason not to. That would be accurate, truthful, and real. But this business being a pyramid or people not understanding how business works is not really a very good reason, specifically being that it isn't the definition of a pyramid, which if we really want to get into it, you can look up a Ponzi scheme, which is actually a financial pyramid. So that's me, Anthony Spark. Hopefully that gives you some clarity and hope to meet you soon.